Translation: you dumb Negroes vote in a box. Every other group is smart enough not to do that dumb shit. Latinos give their split vote 670-30. And they're in major states and they have the numbers to where that matters, to where I actually have to campaign and actually pay attention to what they say. Unlike you N-words, I know you're going to vote for me regardless, so I can talk all the shit I want and you still going to vote for me. It don't matter. So what he said wasn't really wrong, but it's still disrespectful that he said it publicly. God damn. At least hide your little, low-key racism.
Community, with notable exceptions, the Latino community is an incredibly diverse community with incredibly different attitudes about different things. You go to Florida, you find a very different attitude about immigration in certain places than you do when you're in Arizona.
Mayor Rawlings Blake, let me get, first of all, your reaction to that, and then ask, secondly, is that going to have any impact on African-American voters?
So first, I think when you take a statement like that out of context, it is easy for that to be clickbait. But what Vice President Biden was saying is, unlike with the Latino community, where you have huge pockets, huge communities who have been Republican and have stayed Republican, the African American community, by and large, is very loyal and has been well served by the Democratic Party. I don't think you can go anywhere in the country and find pockets of African American Democrats, and whether or not it was inartful or not, I think that's what Vice President Biden was saying. And I think for the president to try to twist it, to try to say something else is, again, desperate and unfair.
Yeah, some people think, though, that it speaks to this idea that the Democratic Party does take the African-American vote for granted. Let me move on and ask you about the vice presidential announcement.
He didn't say anything about taking us for granted. He was just making a statement. Right.
People have suggested, though, in the past that the Democratic Party does do that. Let me move on, though, and ask you.
I'm not going to be before you long, but I think it's hilarious that Joe Biden keep disrespecting you niggas. You niggas. He keep doing it. He don't care. He said black community. If you don't vote for me, you ain't black. Ask the black man on TV, is you a junkie? Like, who uses that word nowadays? Huh? I know you're trying to gold me, man. You can see his flipping dialect, which politicians do. They code switch too. Backwards. But the way this sister was I thought this was Laverne Cox for a minute, but the way this sister was tap dancing around what Joe Biden said is ridiculous. Ridiculous. My issue is that black folks can call the coons out on the right easy, undisputed, like just quick. John Sally was on Vlad TV. Vlad bitch ass thought he was gonna get him to shit on Trump, and John Sally was like, "Nah, I know the man for 25 years, blah blah blah." Vlad's the overly liberal motherfucker, and he brings on black people to shit on black Republicans and whatever, anything that's not liberal. John Sally didn't do that, though. He's like, I know the man for 25 years. I've worked with him. I did business with him. I broke bread with him like all the other rappers and entertainers who were doing for the last 30 years prior to him running in 2016. But it's just amazing to see the tap dancing that black folks are doing for the Democratic Party right now. Like, now, the guy who did this segment, he ain't asking about the reporter who got Joe Biden asked was he a junkie, simply because he asked him did he take a cognitive test, which he should, because the man is slipping. But that's a good question. He should be prepped for. He should know. Like, that's like people know your mind ain't all there, so they're gonna ask that question. You should be prepped for that. Simone Sanders, aka EJ, you should have him ready for all that. You know how we thinking. Kinda. But black folks are quick to call tap dance coons and Uncle Toms on the right, but they never say shit about those on the left. And that's damn near all of black media, all your podcasts, all your Hot 97, The Breakfast Club, Joe Budden, like you name it. Most black media content tap dances for the DNC. There's no diversity. And another thing is, I ain't even mad Joe Biden said it, because there is no diversity of thought when it comes to politics in the mainstream of black folks. He's right. One, he said what he said, because he knows who vote matters, which is Latinos. They are the future. They outnumbered us. They surpass us. It's just facts. And he knows that he can continually shit on you and say things disrespectful to you and still get your vote. I keep saying Angela Bright Girl, Magic Rye, and all the other Democrats talking tough like, Joe Biden better pick a black woman. Joe Biden better do this. Joe Biden ain't got to do shit. Joe ain't got to do a damn thing because y'all going to still vote for him. You've already messed up your negotiation tools. And it's sad to say that black men aren't even savvy enough to say, you know, even if they're going to vote Democrat, at least make it seem like, you know, lie to the polls, go on TV, make it seem like you're willing to go somewhere else. Third party, stay at home, down ballot. There's a bunch of options to do. We don't even do that. Y'all let it be known, like, nope, we want Trump gone. So you ain't got to do nothing for us. We want the black women at least saying we want a symbolic, which usually is a symbolic position that, you know, being vice president, it's really just symbolic. There's no value into that. I would say that generally that's the case, but being that Joe Biden minded shot, and he's made it clear he's only going to be a one-term president, and how only he would make it through the first the first 30 days. Whoever is his VP would be some damn Manchurian candidate, but if it's any of these women that you see above, they would definitely have handlers and not really be in charge themselves. So it's like, symbolically, black people want the black female VP, but it's not a real position that has any value or power. So why? It'd be notice they want Pocahontas to go be in charge of the treasury or some shit like that actually has a budget and controls money and can dictate shit. That's who you should be kind of like hoping you can get somebody in that space, which is, you know, at least 4 to 8 years. Or cop Kamala Harris instead of trying to get her VP, put her on the Supreme Court or make her AG, which I don't think she should be AG again because we've already seen her experience. Niggas got locked up. But I think that would be a bad look too, having Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Negroes better run and better hide. All these damn progressive policies that are letting people go free and which are backfiring in New York because the crime is going up, them shit's going away. I even think that white Republicans, men, because you know Angela Rye did a little segment where she's trying to rebrand herself. I don't know why. She's trying to rebrand herself. But she talked about these racist people who don't like Kamala, don't like the black women, blah, blah, blah. Kamala's not black. But I'm like, I think they will like her because she's did the tough on crime thing. Like, Steve Mnuchin is the only, he only donated to one Democrat, and that was Kamala Harris. Her office, it wasn't a lot of money, it was only $1,000 or something like that, but the point, the person was like, Kamala Harris had the power to, you know, prosecute him. Her office did, but she let it go. And now he's in the White House, and Maxine Waters got to reclaim her time because Kamala Harris didn't do her job. Nonetheless, I think that they would be comfortable with somebody like her in office. So don't be surprised if they do support her winning. The other one, I think that it should be Susan Rice, only because this is a different video, I should be doing it, but just because she showed her loyalty in the Obama administration. I'll go into that deeper in a different conversation. But she won't get it either because she can't even convince her own goddamn son. How's it going to look like you out there touting and debating on the behalf of the president, Joe Biden, and your son is supporting Trump? But anyways, I just like, yo, Joe Biden, you creepy Uncle Joe, keep disrespecting you black Negroes. And then just the follow-up and the rebuttal, like this sister was tap dancing hard. Like, huh? Like what? Like, no. No other group would take that from a presidential candidate. Only us. All the blue check Ivy Tower niggas on Twitter is just tap dancing away. Like, what he really meant was, he said what he said. He told you ain't black if you don't vote for him. Now he's telling you that y'all niggas is all the same. Alright, I'm out.